Buzzer TV presents vintage game shows on Amazon.
Aces are big, deuces are small. Call it right and win it all on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hi, thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks. I must tell you something. We're all among friends here. The mighty NBC network, all these wonderful professional people. You know, we have a slate to identify each show. Show me. This is what they put out every day. All these professionals, look at this. And we play with dolls. Isn't that wonderful? Next to the slate, they show a doll. That is so childish. Can I touch that again? That's very nice. Welcome to Card Sharks. Let's get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, load in the cards, please, and we'll set up for the tiebreaker because we've got a tie with two fine Card Sharks. Let's bring them out now. Angelo Aguiar. Nice to see you again, Angelo.
Nice to see you again.
Won't you remind us again about yourself?
Well, I'm a school teacher, and I'm from New York, and I love it. I'm ready to go all the way now.
Good. Now, you've won well. You've got $700 in cash so far. If you won a lot of money, what would you do with that money?
What would I do with a lot of money?
Yeah.
I think I'd have a party for the staff of Card Sharks and buy all the pretzels and beer.
Yeah, all the pretzels and you win a lot of money, beer, huh? That's
beer
it,
and pretzels.
Big
That's right.
spender, right? Nice to have you back, Angelo. Our challenger, Julie Cardenas. Hello, Julie. Nice to see you again.
Glad to be back.
Would you remind us about yourself?
Okay, I'm originally from Minnesota. I've been in Southern California for nearly 4 years. I love to cook.
Yeah? You're a good cook. Yes?
Yeah, I'm real good.
What did you cook for dinner last night?
I had a hot dog and beans. Well, see, my husband is out of town. That doesn't, I'm still good.
Hot dogs and beans, huh? Sure, right. You belong at the party with the beer and the pretzels. You know that, Julie, don't you? Good luck to each of you. You each have... She's invited. You each have one game and $100, so we're in the tiebreaker situation. Good luck. And as you can see, we've got just 3 cards up there. Each player has their own deck of 52 cards, shuffled and cut before we go in the air. And the upper cards, the red cards, will be played by the champion, Angelo. Julie will play the lower cards, the blue cards. Just 3 cards here. The object of the game to work your way across the board, predicting whether each of them is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you must answer a high-low toss-up question based on a poll of 100 people. Control of the board, most important with just 3 cards. Angelo, we asked 100 mothers whose sons are married. If you discovered your son's wife was cheating on him, would you tell your son about it? How many mothers said they would tell their son?
Wow. Mothers are, when it comes to something like that, they would be more heartbroken than probably their son. And I think that they would tell their son. And I would say at least 70 of them would tell their son.
70 would tell the son. Julie, higher or lower?
Oh, my mother-in-law would try to stay out of it, I believe. But I'd go lower, a little lower.
You say lower?
Yeah, a little lower.
A little agreement with the audience on that. The actual number of mothers who would tell their son his wife was having an affair is 30. Very much lower. Julie, you've got control of the board with those 3 cards. Your base card in the tiebreaker is a 2. Good card.
Okay, the next card will be higher.
Higher than a 2. A 3. One card to go. You can freeze. You're going to continue. Higher. If this is higher than a 3, we have a new champion for the win. Yes, it's a 6. And she did it. Congratulations, Julie. Angelo, you're a nice gentleman. It's been a delight meeting you.
The party's off.
The party's off. Thank you, Angelo. Come on out here. Julie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
She'll play the money cards where she can win thousands right after this commercial message here in the party. We're back with our new champion, Julie Cardenas. I hope you heard at home that lovely, funny line as Angelo left. He said the party's off. But Angelo left with $700. He's a nice gentleman. I hope you do much better.
Me too.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Julie. And you won at $100 a game, $200 winning the match. That money is yours to keep.
Oh,
now
great,
we're going to give you
great.
new money to play with, and this time you're going to bet that money. Starting on the bottom line, $200 and 3 cards. When you move to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money, and we add 3 more cards. Getting me nervous here. I want you to win a lot. $50 minimum bets until that top card, the big bet. There you must bet at least half your money. All set?
Okay.
Here's $200, Julie. And as in the game, a choice of 2 base cards. You're starting with a 3.
A 3. That's a good card.
3 was good for you before. You're going to say what it is.
The whole 200 higher.
I didn't hear you, Julie.
The whole 200. The next card will be higher.
All right. $200, the whole thing. Higher than a 3. It's a big ace. $400 and a great card.
Higher. The whole 400 higher.
No, not higher, Julie.
I mean lower.
See,
lower.
you don't say higher than an ace, Julie. You can't win that way.
Okay.
What would you like to say, Julie?
The whole 400 lower.
Good thinking, Julie.
Okay.
$400 lower than an ace. It's a 3 again. $800 and a 3.
The whole 800 higher.
Higher.
The whole 800 higher.
There are more higher, Julie. Remember, $800 higher than a 3. A 7. $1,600. Now you've got your first middle card, the 7, but we move it up and add $200. Julie, you've got $1,800 already and 4 cards to go. What's your bet here?
7's not too good, so I'll do 300 higher.
$300. Higher than a 7. No, it's a 6.
Okay, it's only 300.
Down to $1,500 with a 6. Only $300. How many flights you have to take for that, Julie? What's your next card?
I'll go 200 higher.
All right, let's see if we can get a better card now. Come on, face card. $200. Higher than a 6. It's an 8.
Great. Okay.
Ooh, those middle cards now, but you've got
Okay.
$1,700, Julie.
I'll go 300 higher.
Well, there are more high cards, I would think, in there. Good luck with it. $300 higher than an 8. No, it's a 7. Down to $1,400. Boy, the first row you had great cards. Not so well on this row. But the 7 moves up. You must bet at least $700. You have $1,400. What's your big bet?
7. I'll go half of it. I'll bet half higher.
Come on, we haven't seen a face card yet. $700 higher than a 7? No, it's a 2.
Well, I still got 7.
You got $700. That's right, Julie. Come on down here. That's the way to look at it.
That was fun.
And you've got $900, including what you won in the game.
That's great.
And you're still here as the champion. Show me the new challenger right after this. I thought you got so good. Julie, you ready to meet a new challenger?
Yes.
Well, let's
yes.
deal out 2 brand new
Ready.
decks of cards. And while Janice does that, we'll meet our next player on Card Sharks. Linda Lamb. Hello, Linda. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Would you remind us something about yourself? Remind us. We're meeting you for the first time. I'm saying remind us. That's okay.
Yes, I'm a flight attendant for a major airline. Live here in California with my husband, and we have a Burmese cat. Enjoy it
A
here.
Burmese cat. What's a
Yes.
Burmese cat?
It's a chocolate brown cat that looks very much like a Siamese cat.
Ah.
Very pretty. Green eyes.
We have a cat that thinks he's a dog. Does your cat think he's a dog?
No, she thinks she's human.
Oh, perfect. Nice to have you here with us, Linda. Good luck in the matches. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards. Julie will play the upper cards, the red cards. And we start the match, as always, with a question to the champion. Julie, we took a confidential poll of 100 expectant fathers. Well, they weren't expecting. Their wives were expecting. These are all men whose wives are at least 6 months pregnant. And we asked them, now that your wife is pregnant, do you find yourself looking at other women more? How many expectant fathers admitted they did look at other women more?
Oh, I think that number is going to be rather low. I think they're more involved with their wives and having the baby, so I'm going to go 37.
37 out of 100 look at other women more now. Linda, higher or lower?
Oh, I
think that they're very involved in the pregnancy now. I think men are really into that. I think it's lower than that.
Say lower?
Yes, yes.
A lot of agreement from the audience on that. The actual number of expectant fathers who admitted they look at other women more now that their wife is pregnant is 31. It's lower. Linda. Linda, your base card for the first game of the match is a queen.
Good card. Good. Yeah, I'm going to say the next one's lower.
Lower than a queen. A 9.
Good.
Remember, you can freeze at any time.
I am going to freeze at this point.
She'll freeze. We'll move the freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away from you. Linda, the question to you. We stopped 100 women coming out of a supermarket in Burbank, California, and asked them, have you ever eaten something in the supermarket and then not paid for it? How many admitted they had?
Oh, I can't speak from personal experience because I haven't done that.
You have not, you say?
No, I have not. But I think that it could happen pretty easily. I'm going to say 20.
20. She says 20. Julie, higher or lower?
Oh, I haven't done it either, but I think the number's going to be higher.
You say higher.
Yeah, just a tiny bit higher than 20.
Yeah, now, I didn't want to influence your votes there by asking beforehand, but neither one of you ever took a grape or something? Never did, huh? No? Well, let's find out how many did. The actual number of women who admitted they've eaten something but not paid for it is 14. It's not lower. It's not higher. It's lower. That surprised me. Linda, we're looking at 9. Linda, you want to play it or change it?
Change it, please.
Next card off the top of your deck is a big ace.
Down, please, lower.
Lower than an ace.
Yes.
A king.
Good.
Still a good high card.
I'm going to continue and say the next one's lower.
Lower than a king. 6. Now.
I'm going to freeze.
Freezing,
Try
just needing that one card because if you made a mistake, you'd lose them all. Julie, we asked 100 8th graders in Wabash, Indiana. When Princess Grace of Monaco was an actress, what was her full name? How many 8th graders knew Princess Grace used to be Grace Kelly?
I think that's going to be a very low number. I'll go 10.
10.
10.
Higher or lower, Linda?
Well, I think that a lot of people still know Grace Kelly by her stage name. I'm going to say that it's a little bit higher.
You say higher.
Yeah, I think so.
Incidentally, in checking the poll over with this one of them said Gracie Allen, which may be giving away my age, that I thought that was funny. You say higher, Linda. The actual number of kids who knew Princess Grace used to be Grace Kelly is 9, not higher. Wow. Julie, you were right on with that. Julie, you're starting with a jack.
A jack. Good card. I'll keep it and hope the next card is lower.
Lower than a jack. It is a 2, very much lower.
Oh, super. The next card will be higher.
Higher than a 2. It's a 9.
I'll go the next card lower.
You're going to risk it. Lower than a 9, risking both of those cards. And this one is another 9. It's not lower. You lose all 3 of them, and that gives Linda a chance to play off of this 6. You can't change it. Call this for the win.
I'm going to go with the odds and say higher.
Higher for the first game of the match? No, it's another 6. It's not higher. We'll fill in the spaces and go to the 4th and final question. Sudden death, Linda. Someone has to win on this play of the cards. We asked 100 people in the audience of the Johnny Carson show, have you ever worn a dunce cap? How many admitted they had? Oh, you see that in cartoons. How many for real?
Here's some good questions on this show. I don't think very many have actually worn a dunce cap. I'm going to say 5.
5. Julie, higher or lower?
5. I'm going to go lower. I don't think many people at all
Say
have ever
even lower
worn
than
one.
that.
Lower.
If we asked this question on the Gong Show, the answer would probably be 150. The actual number of people who have worn a dunce cap is 9, not lower. Linda. Linda, you've got an interesting board and an interesting decision. You have a 6. You won the question. You have the right to change it and try to get this one card. But if you make a mistake on it, Julie wins. However, you have control. It's sudden death. You can force Julie to play off the jack. She would have to turn over 4 cards to win, or the game is yours. Your decision, Linda. Play or pass?
It's very tempting to make her do it. It's yours, Julie.
You got it. Julie,
Pass it to
you must call all 4 of them correct, or Linda wins. If you do it, you've won the first game. Call this.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a jack. No, it's not lower. And right away, Linda wins it. Game number 1 to the challenger with $100 as Janice clears the board. We'll get to game number 2 right after we take time out for this. Please watch. Challenger leads 1-0. Pressure on the champion right now as Janice fills in the spaces with the next cards off the top of the decks. Julie, the question to you.
Okay.
Our man on the street went to a nudist colony, and he asked 100 naked men, Dennis, how come it's always men? All the questions in the nudist colony have been men. Couldn't tell the difference with their clothes off. I see, all right. He asked 100 naked men, which do you find more of a turn-on? A woman in a skimpy bikini or a woman wearing nothing at all? How many naked men said it's more of a turn-on to see a woman in a bikini, Julie?
Oh, I still think what's not openly available is a little bit more exciting. So I'm going to say what was the question again?
Yes, how many naked men said it's more of a turn-on to see a woman in a bikini?
I'm going to say 73.
73.
Yeah.
Higher or lower, Linda?
Well, I tend to agree with Julie. In fact, my husband was just telling me the other day that he thinks a woman is more intriguing with clothing on. And I'm going to say it's even higher than 73.
Okay, you say higher. I won't make any comment on that one. The actual number of nudist men who are more turned on by a woman in a bikini than by a nude woman is 64. It's not higher, Julie. Oh.
Good. Oh, I need this.
Julie, your base card. A big ace.
Oh, great. The next card will be lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a 5.
Good. I'm going to go another card higher.
You're going to continue. Higher than a 5. No, it's a 4. It's not higher. You lose both of those cards, and Linda gets a free chance to play a jack.
Good. Good card. Lower, please.
Lower than a jack. It's an 8.
Freeze.
And she'll freeze. And look at that 8. She doesn't want to play any further. Linda, he's asked 100 people, if you could spend a week in a different time in history, would you rather spend it 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past? How many people said they would rather spend a week in the future?
I can't listen to them. Boy, that's hard because there's something that's interesting about the future, but yet a lot of people are into nostalgia. I'm going to cut it right in the middle and say 50.
She says
50
that 50 people would rather spend a week in the future. Julie, higher or lower? She put the pressure on you to make a decision. That's what she did.
I know. I think it's going to be lower.
You say lower. The actual number of people who would rather spend a week 100 years in the future is 63, not lower. Linda, you got it. Linda, you have the right to change this 8 now.
Let's get rid of that 8.
And she changes it to a 7.
Oh,
A little better.
I'm going to say higher.
Higher than a 7? No, it's another 7. It's not higher. And Julie, you can play off the ace and call this.
Oh, great. I'll go lower, please.
Lower than an ace. Another ace.
No.
Not lower. No cards are automatic in this game, and that's why you lose when it's a tie. Julie, we asked 100 female secretaries, ladies, do you and your coworkers have a nickname for your boss that you use only behind his back? How many secretaries said they did have a nickname for their boss?
I was a secretary, and we did have a nickname, so I'm going to say that's pretty high. 72.
72. Linda, higher or lower than 72, so they have a nickname?
I think a lot of them do have nicknames, but I don't think it's quite that many, so I'm going to say lower.
You say a little lower than that?
Yes.
The actual number of secretaries who have a nickname for their boss they use behind his back is 28. Very much lower. Linda. Wow. Linda, you have a 7.
Let's change it.
Changing it to an ace. Big change.
Can't get any better than that. Lower, please.
Lower than an ace. It is a 9.
9. I'm going to go on and say lower.
You're going to continue. Lower than a 9. And she gets away with it. It's a 4.
I'm going to go on and say higher.
If this is higher, we have a new champion on Card Sharks for the win. No, it's not higher. It's a 3. You lose all 3 of them. Julie, a saver to you. Call this.
I don't believe I get another chance. It's got to be lower.
Lower than an ace. And this time it is. It's a jack.
Oh, good. Lower.
Lower than a jack. An 8.
I'll freeze.
And you'll freeze. Moving the freeze bar over, Julie needs 2 cards. We fill in the spaces. Linda needs 3 cards in the second game of the match. And right now, we need to take time out for a commercial. Well, we've run out of time. Julie and Linda, you can come back and join us next time, I hope.
Be glad to.
For sure.
And I hope you at home can do the same thing, because we need you on Card Charge. Bye-bye.
A representative of the studio audience will receive a Dakota bedspread. Very fluffy, beautifully designed, and contemporary applique graphics or outline quilted traditional prints furnished by Dakota. And some of our contestants will receive Mary Kay Cosmetics. Be everything you can be with skincare and glamour cosmetics presented to you in your home by trained beauty consultants Mary Kay Cosmetics, Dallas, Texas. And Cool Ray, fashionable sunglasses that win admiring stares while protecting from annoying glare. 86 eye-catching styles. See what you're missing with Cool Ray polarized sunglasses. And from Gallery of Homes, a book on home improvements. Gallery of Homes brokers. If you're selling or buying a home, you'll find they do their homework. And Quoizel Lighting, your choice of one of these brass finished table lamps with bronze highlighting. Complements traditional and contemporary settings. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.